Okay, Pragmata on the RTX 2080. You can see all the specs right here. It's the Zotac single blower version of the GPU paired up with the i5-12400F and the latest NVIDIA driver 596.21 and 32 GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 MHz. Nothing is overclocked, everything is base speeds. So I recently did a thermal paste replacement on the GPU because previously if I just open up a game, the temps were easily reaching 75 to 80 just by booting up a game. But after this, I tested like 2 or 3 games at 4K for like 5 minutes and it was barely hitting 60 to 65 degrees Celsius, which is a massive upgrade. And I should have done this like way before. And finally I got the chance to do it. And yeah, I'm really happy I did it, So now it doesn't hit the thermal throttling point anymore. I got a big headroom and it feels like it's good as new right now. So I'm excited to test out Pragmata today. See how it performs, man. Expecting good results. I just decided to use path tracing on 4K with DLAA settings. On the main menu, you can see right here, and I'm struggling to navigate. And 1000 milliseconds you can see on the top right. Why? Because I'm a madman, that's why. There's no other reason you should be doing this. It's an 8GB GPU, the first generation RTX card, and the maximum you can do is maybe a little bit of ray tracing, and path tracing is like off limits by all means, and I'm maxing everything out. I know I'm crazy, so I don't think it's worth it to even go to the game like this, so there it is. That's how it's gonna be on path tracing with DLAA. But what if I use some upscaling and use maybe ultra performance? Might be a little bit playable. Let's see. And ultra performance is means it's upscaled from 720p. Now you can see we just unloaded a whole processing load off of the GPU, but it still requires 10 GB of VRAM though. But now it's way more smoother. And on the Steam overlay, you can see we have 25 FPS. Now let's see how that translates in the game. And it stays pretty much the same, and you can see, man, the temperatures are below 70 degrees Celsius. And before this, it would have been at 85 or something like that, and it would be thermal throttling. But right now it's not, staying well below 70 degrees, which is really good. But we are still using, maxing out the GPU memory, of course. It's an 8GB card. Nobody should be playing like this. And even on ultra performance, it doesn't look terrible though. It looks playable, visually acceptable. 201 milliseconds latency, which is terrible, so definitely not worth it even on ultra performance. And turning on FSR frame gen is going to make it even worse. But just to see. That takes us to pretty much the same, maybe like 5 FPS more. That's about it. 36 FPS, but it's going to stutter really bad. And I don't know what the hell happened to the latency meter. Oh yeah, it's now 0 milliseconds because we don't have NVIDIA Reflex turned on. So yeah, unless we have it turned on, it's gonna show 0 milliseconds latency. But it's not terrible. It's pretty responsive, even though it's upscaled from 16 FPS. But yeah, definitely not playable. It's gonna stutter so bad because of the VRAM limit. So let's stop right there and turn off path tracing and just have ray tracing on. When I turn it off, no path tracing, just ray tracing. I'm gonna use performance mode. It might be way better. And turn off frame generation. And now the latency is back. Okay, now let's see. Okay, that puts us all the way to 40 FPS. Now it's upscaled from 1080p, but you can now get 40 FPS, guys, on the 2080. But it is still stuttering a little bit. You can see that. And it doesn't look that great when you look at the ground. It has that noisy effect, so unless you have path tracing enabled, it's gonna be noisy, is what I can see from my experience so far in the game. It's on the AMD and Intel GPUs, it was the same case. Look at the ground, it's like an oil painting. See that? And it has those weird trails when I move around. So it's not perfect on just ray tracing. You need path tracing to make the game look really pretty. With just ray tracing, it's not gonna look that great. But before I just jump into the mission, I need to see how it's gonna be with frame gen. So might take us all the way to, never mind, it's still 42 FPS. So even if you have it or not, it's pretty much the same because we don't have enough VRAM to process, frame gen on top of it. This is why we need more than 8 GB of VRAM, man, to enable frame gen. And now you can see the trailing effect has gotten worse, and it is also stuttering really bad. Can see that? So yeah, not worth it in my opinion to have ray tracing enabled. I mean, on 4K at least. So I'm gonna go back to the title screen and turn it off completely and play without ray tracing. All right, no ray tracing. Everything is high. Let me go to DLAA and now frame gen. I know this might be a little bit too much, but let's see. So this is the total actual capacity of the 2080 in Pragmata. You can get 30 FPS, which is still pretty good considering it's a 2026 title, looking pretty good as well, and getting 30 FPS without any path tracing or ray tracing, which is actually really good, man. Okay, let's just go back to the mission and see. Wait a minute, we're only getting 14 FPS. Oh man, no. Just let it cook. You can get 26 FPS, so a couple of FPS down from what we got in the hub area. I gotta kill these guys again. Okay, I mean it's good, it's a good area for benchmarking. A little bit of fight scene. It's a little hard with the high latency. You can see we've been playing with like what, 90 milliseconds latency, which is kind of terrible. Ooh, I didn't see that guy. Quickly kill him and kill this guy, and there it is. Still got hit, which is a bummer, but the average FPS is 24, which is still pretty good for native 4K if you ask me. 2080, so I'm gonna keep it on performance mode. And again, this is maxed out settings, except that we don't have any ray tracing or path tracing, so still pretty commendable if you ask me. On a 2080, so if you put it on performance mode, you can get 52 FPS. And again, even on 1080p upscale to 4K, using 7.5 GB of VRAM, which is again expected at this point, It's a first gen ray tracing card. Ah, come on, why did I use that? It was a wrong button. I lost my gun, man. Oh, I already took these, so yeah. So I don't have to do this again. But yeah, 50 FPS is all you can get without any frame gen. Alright, I'll take that. Pretty better than I expected, so. And if I go to graphics and turn on some frame gen, just gonna remove the latency meter. Yeah, barely get 60 FPS, so it's not worth it actually to play it on 4K with frame gen, because now I can actually feel the delay. It doesn't feel that great. It's definitely delayed. At least 100 milliseconds is what I can feel from this. So not good, And yeah, this is a fight scene right here. It's a really good place to test out GPU's performance right here. So yeah, you can see it's upscaled from 30 FPS, which is not great. So I'd say not a good idea to play the game like this. What about ultra performance with frame gen on? That will take you to 72 FPS. And again, this is actually 90 FPS. Okay, then now this might be a little bit more playable than the other one. Oh, we got this. What is this? Ooh, I got an achievement for that. That's cool. Can use it again. That's it. Woo. Let me take this guy out. Because when you're outside, you're gonna lose about 10 to 15 FPS is what I saw from yesterday's gameplay on the B580. So, the hell, they didn't get knocked out? Are you kidding me? There he is. I gotta kill him. There it is, one down. I hate these things. Let me get some space here. Shockwave gun, give me a second. And bam. One more. Bam. I need that gun for sure. And where's the stasis gun? I need that too. The big boy is coming. Before I do that, I need to see if I can do something else. So it's pretty good here, but I don't think it's gonna be this good if I go outside. So I don't know, ultra performance with the, let me turn it off and see how it's gonna be, you know. Can get 70 FPS without any frame gen, which is actually pretty good. Now I was expecting something worse, but reload, come on, bro. There it is. There it is, he's dead. 63 FPS. Still pretty playable, you know. But again, I just want to see how it's going to be if I just go outside. So an ultra performance is actually not bad. And you can see it's now dropping down below 50 FPS. 52, 50, 40. See, I told you, like, you're going to lose a lot of FPS with this. So if I enable frame gen, it's going to make it to 60, barely 60 FPS. Just, I guess it's not that playable though. Because if I just start, ooh, oh my goodness, that guy gave me a freaking heart attack, almost. You can see that it's gonna drop down near an intense fight scene, so... See that? That was pretty terrible drop right there. Missing all the shots. Oh great. 55 FPS with frame gen, so it's upscaled from 28 FPS, which is not great by any means, so... Yeah. Not great at all. You know, without frame gen, you can play it better because you don't have any input lag. But with this, it's pretty terrible. Can't even aim properly with this, man. Like, come on, dude. Look at that. Look at that 1% loss. 24. Got him. And he's down. And that's it. So on 4K, even without any ray tracing or path tracing, it's kind of rough. You just better play it without any frame gen and then have a better experience, especially in these outside areas. So yeah, not that great on 4K, guys. And again, it's an 8GB card, almost a decade old at this point. Damn, in 2 years it's gonna be a decade old. Wow. Yeah, that's 4K. Now let's see 1440p and 1080p. Okay, now we're on 1440p. I just turned it back to DLAA and now frame gen. Let's see the 1440p performance on this thing. Using 7.3 gigabytes of VRAM and getting 60 milliseconds latency, which is not terrible on a controller. A keyboard and mouse is kind of bad. But why do I have what is that on the bottom of the screen? Is that a thing? Am I tripping? Or is that some artifacting? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, 34 FPS is the raw performance on this thing without any upscaling. Okay. So we do have a save point right there. Okay. Completely missed it.
Should we take a break?
I think this is like the save point before the fight. Just a good idea, you know, so I can test out the different settings. This is without ray tracing. I'm gonna actually go and save the game first. Okay, so inside you can get 43. So outside it was this, but 35? You can get almost 50 here, okay? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so I saved the game and I'm back to main menu to see if I can do something on ray tracing. I'm not gonna use path tracing because it's gonna be too taxing. I'm not expecting any good results off of it for now. Maybe with you know, DLSS frame gen mod, might be able to make it better, but for now, I don't think it's worth it. So with the ray tracing, let's see. What? We're still getting 35 FPS here. Okay, it's actually not bad, you know. It is pretty much similar to what we got without ray tracing, I guess. Maybe a couple of FPS decrease. And again, you can see out here you're only getting 24 FPS with ray tracing. So without ray tracing, we got like what, 35? But it is pretty much the same with ray tracing off or on. Okay. And then there is literally no point in turning off ray tracing on 1440p. But look at the VRAM usage. We're using like pretty much maxing out, even crossing 8 GB. 33 FPS though. This is a boss fight, I know. I've seen this. But just running around in this area, you can see, man. So not pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is go to use some upscaling, maybe quality mode. Might not be enough, so I'm gonna go to balanced. Take you to 35. What? Didn't do anything on balance mode. It's kind of the same, guys. 38, 36. Maybe not enough then. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to use some frame gen, I guess. And frame gen will get you close to 51 FPS, which is not that great. It is not that great, to be honest. It doesn't feel good because you're now upscaled from 26 FPS, which is not great. But I don't see any artifacting around the character, so there's that. But I don't know, man. Maybe ray tracing is not the way to go. Oh shit, I think I should get the boss fight right there. Okay, let's see. There it is. There it is, guys. The boss fight. Yeah, I've seen this thing on a lot of demos and stuff, so I have no idea how to beat this thing though. 41 FPS, I mean 41 damage, are you kidding me? 860, okay. Can he reach it all the way? Maybe he can't. It's not bad, you know? Woo! Why does I use a multi-hack on this thing? What happened to this? Woo! Just gotta get close to this guy. Oh my god. Yeah, it's kind of terrible, guys, because it is kind of laggy with the input lag. So I'd say it's not worth it to have a frame gen on these settings. I might be have to go on performance mode actually and see how that's gonna be. And again, it's not doing a big thing like antennas. Okay, this one. I think I'm screwed. I gotta find some space over here. Now I'm gonna go over there, see what I can do. Otherwise, oh my god, that was a big jump. You can see, man, it is performing pretty terribly over here. It's not a bad fight. It's pretty simple if I just focus. But with these FPS, it's kind of hard to focus, you know. There's a lot of these weak points on him, so it makes it easy. Keep running, I guess. Ah, come on, I missed that. I mean, the performance for what it is, it's pretty solid though. I'm not gonna lie about that one. Even though it's only 40 FPS, it is staying on the 40 FPS. It barely drops, even with these massive hits. You know what I mean? So, optimization is on point, no question about it. I'm playing like total ass with this, man, I'm not gonna lie. Cause I can't aim, bro, I can't aim. I'm really bad at aiming with a controller. But when you don't even have enough FPS, it's gonna make it even harder, right? So that's another reason. Yeah, there's no way you can reach all the way over here. But yeah, man, on 1440p, it's pretty miserable with ray tracing. I don't know how it's gonna be if I turn it off, but I can't do that in the middle of a fight, can I? I can't. I gotta go back. Which is gonna be a pain in the ass. I think I gotta come back and do it, you know? So let's see that. Because with this, it's not gonna get any better. Alright, I turned the path ray tracing off. So it's just pure rasterization performance right here. Now let's see. I gotta start the fight again. Actually, this is a really good spot to be at, you know, especially for benchmarking, because you can just trigger the boss fight over and over. Seems to be a really intense boss fight as well, so it's a really good thing. Let's head back into the boss fight and see without ray tracing. So I'd say just keep ray tracing off at all points. That's what I'm gonna say. And again, this is maxed out settings. I don't know how it's gonna be without, with an optimized settings preset or something like that. But see that now we are getting 42 FPS without any ray tracing, which is better than 35. We're getting about 5 FPS increase, much better. Skip the cutscene and jump straight into it. 36. With all of the stuff going on. That was a near miss. Show me your face, bro. It is 816. It is still stuttering though. So we're maxing out the VRAM. 116. Ah, that missed. Completely missed the point. So 34 FPS to 38 FPS. Ooh, you see that? Oh, that was terrible. Show me the other antenna, bro. Oh, why does he always have to climb the freaking cars? Alright, got that shit down. Alright, time to charge this thingy. And there it is, 816. Another 816. One more 816, come on. Yes, sir. This thing does 78 damage. It's not bad though. But yeah, not great. 36 FPS. So I'm gonna have to use some upscaling for sure on DLSS quality, maybe. 44, 42 didn't do much. Wow. What's he about to do? 16. Only does 194 damage. Really? Yeah, man. 40 FPS. That's all you can get with these settings. Unfortunately. 80, 98. Okay. Keep shooting him. I need a bigger gun, bro. An antenna. Give me the gun. There it is. Oh, hell no. I was not expecting that. Do I have to hack it? We're good for now. Oh, okay. Halftime it went. 45 to 50 FPS is all you can get. On 1440p, unfortunately. Which is what I was expecting better, I'm not gonna lie. So you definitely need to turn down some settings for sure to make it more playable, and I haven't looked into it, like maybe, you know, some really optimized settings, because there's only a few things that you can actually change while you're in the game, which is kind of terrible. I don't know why Capcom decided to do that. You gotta go all the way to main menu to change some settings, which is kind of terrible. So I'm pretty sure if you just keep these to like medium or something like that, it's gonna be much more playable. Maybe with the volumeter lighting set to medium or something like that, it's gonna be much more playable. But yeah, otherwise I don't think it's gonna be that great. You put to 4x texture, the texture quality, that should be a medium. So I think that's the main culprit right here, which again you cannot change while you're in the game. So I'm gonna have to go to performance mode here, see if that's gonna make any difference. So yeah, and also have some frames in on as well, because why not? I can't take you to 60 FPS, but now I've upscaled from 35. It is playable now, but okay, he's doing something new now. Okay. 816. So this thing has no damage drop off or anything. It's pretty solid from a long distance. Okay. Come on, girl. You can't hack it. How the hell did I miss all of that? I'm just trash, bro. More blue circles. Yay. Was coming back with the lasers. Okay. It's a pretty chill boss fight though, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, how did I miss all of that? 68 FPS. 60 FPS is actually possible on performance mode and frame gen, but yeah, it is not great, you know. So you know, I expected better, I'm not even gonna lie. I guess I have to go back and turn the settings down to 1080p now. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because it's I don't think it's worth it trying to do anything else here. Okay, turn it down to 1080p, and I'm gonna actually turn off upscaling completely and no frame gen. Just keep it as it is, you know. Maybe it's DLSS that's holding it down from its potential, I don't know. So no upscaling, just native anti-aliasing, I believe, and get 60 FPS without any. But yeah, the image quality is now way more blurrier and jagged edges, so doesn't look all that great though. 425, okay. 58, almost 60 FPS. What the heck is this? I don't know how to dodge that. Okay, that's cool. Can see some new stuff. Woo! Woo! Come on, shoot it down. Almost. Come on, dude, shoot it. Yeah, there it is. It's like a frog. It's doing the same thing again. Okay. What? Ooh, that was pretty close. That was a close call, not gonna lie. Woo! Okay, that was pretty cool. Now, I like seeing these cool stuff in a boss fight. I'm just trying around, you know, I'm not trying to kill the guy yet. I want to see what other stuff that he can do, and also testing out different settings. So I'm gonna use some upscaling. DLSS quality, that's the least I would want to go. I would want to go beyond that. So we take you to 63 FPS. Okay, but man, it's still struggling to keep it up, you know. It's almost dead. I didn't even know that. Ah, that was a direct hit. Damn. Man is doing something else. Might be it for me though, I don't know. So you can't do that? You can't just dodge it? Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, man, you can barely get 60 FPS, guys. That's not great. Woo! I can use the overdrive mode, but not yet. So basically nothing can save it because we're still over the 10 GB limit. So, and 2080 is just not capable to do a lot here, unfortunately. But what if I just do the overdrive? So with FrameGen 2X, you can get somewhat good FPS here, I guess. Don't need the antenna, man. I just did the overdrive. Maybe it. This guy, let me see. That was not enough. No way, he killed me. And again, this is my first death in the entire game. That's crazy. I've never seen this death screen ever before playing this game. But you know, it's fun. Still testing things out. You can barely get to 60 FPS. But inside you can see we're getting 100 FPS. So I think it's just only for the boss fight scenes. Otherwise you should be fine. But yeah, you guys get the idea on 1080p. You need to be on DLSS quality, and you need to enable FrameGen as well to get around 70 FPS during the fight scene, which is underwhelming, you know. Again, this game is still really well optimized. What I'm gonna do on 1080p, man, this video is gonna be really long because I've been testing out a lot of settings. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna turn down a little bit of things. I'm gonna keep the ray tracing stuff and everything off, engine off. I'm gonna keep this to medium. Yeah, I don't want to go to low. And this also maybe, so texture filtering medium is trilinear. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go to ISO X8, mesh quality high, shadow quality high, shadow cache, video quality 4K, doesn't matter. FX quality, I think we can keep it to max, you know. Ambient occlusion, keep that on. Volumetric lighting, keep it to maybe high, and everything else should be fine. Now, I think we got a good set of controls. I mean, settings right here. I think this is gonna give us a really solid performance. But yeah, like the other GPUs that I tested so far, you can't just brute force everything to the max and expect the 2080 to perform on 60 plus FPS, unfortunately, guys. So, all right, now let's see. Now we are like staying above the 60 FPS mark, which is pretty good though, you know. So I'd say this is the best way to play the game. $750. Oh, come on. I didn't get hit. That was close. I think I need to get the other gun, man. This gun is not that great. I need to get the shotgun. Of course. There you go. So yeah, now we're getting 74 FPS. Pretty good. Still using about what? 7.4 gig GB of VRAM. And now it's super smooth as well. The gameplay doesn't lag at all. So I'd say this is the best way to play the game, man, on 1080p, and also maybe on 1440p as well. But yeah, this is actually really good for now. 70 FPS, pretty solid. You don't even need frame gen. Anyways, enabling frame gen is gonna make it worse, so pretty close again. Okay, that's down. One more antenna. Now I can aim better because it's 40 milliseconds latency. So much better than what it was. Should be using all the hack nodes and stuff, but woo. See, now even with all this happening, it's still pretty playable. So yeah, man, this is the best way to play it on 1080p. 72 damage, and here he comes again. Oh, so you can just break that with that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Boom. Woo. Yeah, this is now totally playable, guys. I don't know. So it's gonna be my recommended settings to play the game on the 2080. It has to be some custom settings. You gotta put a lot of things to medium and high. And now it's pretty playable. So I don't think I lost a lot of the visual quality that it had. So it looks pretty much the same. Wow, how did I get hit by that, man? That's crazy. Yeah, this is just the way to go. You gotta be on 1080p with DLSS quality though. Now if I use some frame gen, it should get us to 90 FPS because we have enough VRAM. Woo! I gotta go hit this too on the rear legs. I know, girl, I know. Relax. Blue circles. You can get almost 100 FPS now with frame gen. Just pretty good. No, not even gonna lie. So with custom settings and frame gen, now it's really playable because we're getting 48 FPS base. So really playable now. Unlike getting 2 or 3 FPS. Let me see your knees, bruh. Bro, this is hard. There it is. Okay, now I gotta use all of these to make sure I hit him fair and square. Let me see now. There it is. Halftime. Still getting almost 100 FPS. So this is the perfect spot, man. DLSS quality, a bunch of mixed graphic settings, and FSR frame gen. Pretty solid. Come on, did I miss that? 1020? Wow. And again, he crossed it. Gemmed away. How do I escape this though? I don't know. How? What? Okay. Keep going. See, now it's like really smooth. Don't have to worry about it. Woo! Yeah, so this is absolutely playable on these settings right here, guys. So yeah, you're gonna have to sacrifice some settings to get the best out of the 2080 in Pragmata, but it's still really playable once you get the settings right below the red zone. You're gonna have a great performance. So that is without any DLSS frame gen mod. Should I test it in this video? I think it's gonna be a long video, so yeah, I'm gonna test it on a separate video. So stay tuned for that. I think this is gonna be it for this one. It's gonna run really well on these settings, so yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section, because it's playable on these settings. So yeah, pretty solid, guys. That's Pragmata on the RTX 2080. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section, and if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy and peace out.